Welcome back to the channel, where small coins can unlock massive value. Imagine pulling out a simple 5-cent coin and discovering it could be worth thousands of dollars. Today, we're revealing the top 2 most valuable United States Monticello Jefferson nickel coins, rare treasures that collectors are constantly hunting for. These nickels may look ordinary, but rare mint marks, minting errors, and exceptional condition can turn them into auction stars. Stay tuned, because one of these coins could be hiding in your pocket right now. So let's get started. First up, the 1968 Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark. At first glance, this small 5-cent coin may seem ordinary, especially in circulated condition. But what if I told you that certain versions of this coin have sold for hundreds, even over $1,000 at auction? In this video, we'll uncover the truth behind its rarity, features, and real market value, so you'll know exactly what to look for in your pocket change. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938 and has remained a staple of U.S. coinage ever since. The 1968 D nickel holds a special place in this timeline because it marked the return of mint marks after they were removed between 1965 and 1967 to discourage coin hoarding. In 1968, the U.S. Mint reintroduced mint marks and moved them to the obverse just below the date. The D indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint, with a total mintage of over 91 million coins. This coin was designed by Felix Schlag and features Thomas Jefferson on the front and his home, Monticello, on the reverse, a design still recognized today. The 1968 D Jefferson nickel is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that classic silver-like appearance without containing any actual silver. It weighs 5 grams and has a smooth edge. One of the most important features collectors look for is the clarity of the steps on Monticello. These steps, located at the base of the building, are often weakly struck on this year's coins. Coins that show fully defined steps, known as full steps, are extremely rare and highly valuable. Now here, where things get interesting. In general, the 1968 D nickel is considered a common coin because of its high mintage. However, rarity comes into play when we talk about conditions and special varieties. Circulated coins are very common, but high-grade examples, especially those with full steps, are incredibly scarce. In fact, only a couple of full step specimens are known in top grading populations. This rarity drives strong demand among collectors who are building high-quality sets. Because most coins from 1968 were poorly struck, finding one with exceptional detail is extremely difficult, and that's exactly what makes them valuable. However, uncirculated coins can range from a few dollars up to $3 million or more, depending on grade. And here's the exciting part: high-grade coins with exceptional detail have reached auction prices of over $3 million, with one example selling for around $4 million in MS-67 condition. Even more impressive, rare full steps versions can reach into the thousands of dollars due to their extreme scarcity and collector demand. If you're hoping to find a valuable 1968 D nickel, the key is to carefully examine your coins. Look closely at the steps on Monticello. Are they fully visible and sharply defined? Check the overall condition. Fewer scratches, better shine, and stronger details mean higher value. Coins that appear almost uncirculated or mint state are much more desirable. It's also important to consider professional grading from services like PCGS or NGC, as certified coins often sell for higher prices in the market. And remember, sometimes the most valuable coins are hiding in everyday change, so never overlook even the most common-looking nickel. In conclusion, the 1968 D Jefferson nickel may seem like just another 5-cent coin, but it holds hidden potential for collectors and treasure hunters alike. While most circulated examples are only worth face value, rare high-grade versions and full steps varieties can bring in hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Next up, the 1989 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark. At first glance, especially in a dirty and circulated condition, this coin might seem completely ordinary, but don't be fooled. Some versions of this seemingly common nickel have surprised collectors by selling for impressive amounts at auctions. In this video, we'll explore its history, unique features, rarity, and most importantly, how much it could really be worth in today's market. The Jefferson nickel has been a part of United States coinage since 1938, featuring the portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. By 1989, the coin was already a well-established part of everyday commerce. The version without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as coins from this mint traditionally did not carry a mint mark during that time. In 1989, millions of these nickels were produced for circulation, making them very common in general use. However, even among such high mintage coins, certain pieces stand out due to strike quality, condition, and rare characteristics that attract serious collectors. The 1989 Jefferson nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it durability and its familiar silvery appearance. It weighs 5 grams and features a smooth edge. On the obverse, you'll find a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, along with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1989. Since this coin has no mint mark, it confirms it was minted in Philadelphia. On the reverse, Monticello is prominently displayed with inscriptions including EPLUBUSUNUM, MONTICELLO, 5 cents, and United States of America. One of the most important details collectors examine is the set of steps leading up to Monticello. These steps are often weakly struck, and coins with sharply defined, full steps are considered rare and highly desirable. Even a coin that appears dirty may still hold strong detail underneath, making it worth a closer inspection. In circulated and dirty conditions, the 1989 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel is generally very common. However, rarity is not always about how many coins were made, it's about how many high-quality examples still exist. Coins from this year are often found with weak strikes, surface marks, or wear, which reduces their availability in top condition. Collectors are especially interested in coins that show exceptional detail, strong luster, and full-step visibility on Monticello. These features are extremely difficult to find in this issue, which creates strong demand in the numismatic market. Even coins pulled from circulation can sometimes surprise collectors if they display unusual sharpness or unique characteristics like errors or die varieties. Now let's talk about value. In most cases, a 1989 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark in dirty, circulated condition will only be worth its face value of 5 cents. However, this doesn't mean every coin is worthless. Coins in better condition, even slightly above average, can be worth anywhere from a few cents to a couple of $637,000 million. When we move into uncirculated grades, values can rise to $637,000 million or more depending on quality. The real excitement comes with high-grade specimens or full steps examples, which can sell for $637,000 million at auction. These top-tier coins are rare because very few were preserved in near-perfect condition, making them highly desirable among advanced collectors. If you come across a 1989 nickel without a mint mark, don't ignore it just because it looks dirty. Sometimes dirt can hide important details, so it's better to gently examine the coin under good lighting rather than cleaning it, as cleaning can reduce its value. Look closely at the Monticello steps and check for sharpness and clarity. Also examine the surfaces for unusual errors like doubling, off-center strikes, or die cracks, which can significantly increase value. If you believe your coin is in excellent condition or has unique features, consider getting it professionally graded. Certified coins often fetch higher prices and give buyers confidence in authenticity and quality. Most importantly, develop the habit of checking your everyday change. You never know when you might find a hidden gem. To sum it up, the 1989 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark may appear ordinary, especially in dirty and circulated condition, but it still holds potential for collectors who know what to look for. While most examples are only worth face value, rare high-grade coins and full steps varieties can bring in impressive prices at auction. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more rare coin discoveries. Keep checking your pocket change. You never know when you might find a hidden treasure. See you in the next video.